We begin tonight with a nationwide overview of the first day of what the president had called a gradual easing of lockdown. In Abuja, the nation's capital, residents trooped out as if they wanted to take in the air of freedom. Banks and businesses opened, and the Federal Secretariat was back to life till 2 p.m. when offices closed for the day. In Lagos, the story wasn't different. Public transportation returned to the road, creating the usual hustle and bustle on Lagos roads. At the border between Lagos and Ogun states, thousands of people poured into the streets to resume life after the lockdown. Correspondents Habidah Lawal in Abuja and Sarah Ayeko bring us more from the cities.
President Muhammadu Buhari had directed last week that the Presidential Task Force on Coronavirus should issue the guidelines to be followed after the lockdown in Abuja, Lagos and Ogun is eased from 4th of May. The phased easing of the lockdown in the 3 states include an 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. daily curfew. The decision was made to ease the hardship faced by Nigerians, prevent layoffs and reawaken economic activities under strict measures. But at first glimpse, caution appears to have been abandoned with the easing of the lockdown, with all major roads in Abuja very busy. One cannot differentiate essential workers from the run of the mill. Everybody seems to have something doing in the city center. Security agencies have mounted roadblocks to check those with face masks and those that are not practicing social distancing in vehicles, causing a major gridlock. The government announced that the use of face masks has become necessary and violators will be arrested. For now, the level of compliance on this is high.
Basically, the issue of enforcement. They need to take the enforcement really strict because most people are just going out with the feel of they've eased the lockdown, so we just have to go to town and see for ourselves what is happening, and that's, I feel, is the main reason why people are going out. But I think people should actually take conscious or rather deliberate efforts to ensure their safety even while going out. As you can see, most people are still out with their face masks and everybody is still going about their activity.
Some categories of residents are now allowed to go out to work, while others can go out to buy food and exercise. It means that the number of persons at the bus stops have increased, with social distancing hardly observed. The population at the bus stops may remain high, as public buses have been asked to reduce the number of passengers they carry by half, taxis to 4 persons and tricycles to 3 persons, the driver inclusive. This would mean an increased struggle for buses that were not enough in the first place by passengers. The level of compliance with these guidelines will be reviewed in 2 weeks, and additional guidelines for phase 2 may be added. Even as the federal government announced the gradual phase of easing of the lockdown, there's still so much precautions to be taken so as not to set back the gains made in containing the coronavirus. Habidah Lawal, TVC News, Abuja.